Hello. Today we'll be discussing how to set up your backup settings so that you can make effective use of the space on your NeQter device. We'll be looking at log rotation times, creating recovery keys, setting up your device to send archive logs to the Samba share, and more in this coming up video. So without further ado, let us get started. So starting off, you will want to go to Settings, and then from Settings you will want to go to the Backups page, which will be right here or on the top bar right there. This is where you are able to set up all of your backup settings, including how long your archives stay, your visual logs are able to stay, their retention periods, how to set up a recovery key, as well as how to set up to have logs sent to a Samba share. Starting from the top, you have Run Backup Service. This button right here allows you to actually restart the backup service if it ever goes down or if there's any trouble with it. Below that is you have Retain Logs for how many days or log retention period. What this category allows you to do is set the amount of days that your logs will remain as visual logs before they are put into the archival system. Toggle logs backup, as the name implies, is where you can actually toggle log backup service on or off. So if you don't want to have any logs being archived, you can simply turn this off. Highly unrecommended, but it is there for if you wish to use it. Archive logs after how many days. So what this allows you to do is basically set how the interval in which the system is checking the archive logs for. So currently it is set to 1, so that means every single day we'll check for which logs to archive. And then finally, retain log archives tells you how many days that the archives stay on the box before they are deleted. And this compliance requires that you have at least 90 days of logs, so it is recommended that you set this up for 90. And then once you have that set to that, go to Save Settings and click Save in order to save any settings that you have changed. Below these settings, you have the log archives, which is where you actually see the archive logs that are being created. From this page right here, you're able to actually restore them, delete them, export them, do whichever you wish. So let's say I want to not have this log on this box, I can delete it. If I wish to restore this log, all you have to do is click the Restore button, click one of these that you wish to have return back to a visual log, and then click Restore. Or if you wish to export it, you can, and all that's going to do is give you a download of that archive log. And if you wish to upload, all you have to do is click the upload button here and drag and drop the file you wish to upload. Next, you have rotation exceptions, which is where you're able to actually add certain types of logs that you wish to not have actually rotated out. So if there are any particular days you would want to actually keep a log for, you can actually have it put into here, and this will keep this log until the removal date. So basically, if it's past its due date, no matter what, it will keep this log. Next, you have settings backup, which is where you're actually able to archive your settings for a particular day. So this is separate from the actual log archives, which are only logs of currently your syslogs or agent monitor logs. The actual NeQter settings backup is actually where the settings of your NeQter box is saved. That way, if your box was to, for some odd reason, go down, or if the setting wasn't done properly, you can go to a previous save and restore the box to that date. You can disable it here, which again we highly do not recommend just in case you need this. And this just tells you how many days back before the settings are deleted off of this listing. Next up is your archive storage, which is where you're able to set up a remote Samba share. If you leave this on local, then that means files will be saved to your local machine for archive logs as well as backup settings. But if you have a remote Samba, you are able to switch to remote Samba share, which means you can send your files out from this box to a share file. So for example, if your domain is, let's say, DC1 at a share file of file1, you're able to go into that file. All you need is a username and password in order to access that particular file. And then you're just going to have to tell which SMB protocol version you're using. Currently, when you start off, it's going to be on auto, but we highly suggest that you pick the exact version due to the fact that auto has had experiences in the past where it doesn't work properly. So make sure to pick the which version you want and then save your settings here. Next, you have recovery key, which is where you're able to export a recovery key. Now, what the recovery key does when it actually downloads, there it goes. So what the recovery key does is you can actually open up this file right here, and this will have a key that you can use in order to access the box in case of a traumatic system failure, if you wish to get into the box quick to gather some information or restore anything. And with that, that just about covers everything that we need for our backup tool. Next video, we will discuss how to set up domain controllers to send relevant logs to your NeQter device. If you ever need more information, please contact us at support@NeQterLabs.com or check out our documentation site at docs.NeQterLabs.com. Hope to see you in the next video.